Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's real user review, we are going to be taking a look at the Relwen Windzip vest and the Quilt line tanker jacket. Now, Huckberry did send me both these products as samples for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Huckberry or Relwen private publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there are affiliate links in the description box down below. If you're considering buying either of these garments or potentially the pants or the flyweight flannel that I'm wearing, please consider using those links. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do earn a small commission from that sale, and all the money goes back to the channel, helping me produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. So don't mind me if I have my hands in my pockets quite a bit on this video. It's 32 degrees outside right now, and this is the coldest day of the season. I can't say the year because we did have, winter at the beginning of 2025, but yeah, it's a little chilly, and my body is not quite acclimated for this weather yet. So while I had anticipated wearing the vest underneath the jacket just so I'd have to carry as much stuff, it's actually working out for me really, really well because I'm quite toasty, even with the jacket unzipped, because I needed to show you the vest underneath. But I digress. So I have actually gotten quite a bit of wear out of both of these garments lately. We're still seeing, normally, not today, it's not going to get that warm today, but we're seeing like 70 to 80 degree afternoons, but our mornings are usually between 40 and 50 degrees. So I've actually been wearing either of these layers out of the house every single morning. Today, I happen to be wearing both. Again, it was more of a convenience thing, but when I went outside to start the car so it wasn't freezing for the tater tot when I took her to school, I decided that, even though I'm doing this for convenience, it's actually going to work out really, really well for me. So let's get into the full real use review, and let's start with the Windzip vest. And we're going to start right up here where I believe the name came from. I think I said this in my review of the Windzip jacket, is because it zippers, but it also has a button storm flap. It's kind of a double storm flap. It goes two sides, so it really will cover up that zipper and give you a really nice storm flap, so it's going to prevent the wind from coming through the zipper. So I think that's where the name, the Windzip vest and Windzip jacket, will come from, because of the fact that it has a double-sided storm flap. So I did do the Windzip jacket last year. Actually, I wore it all day around Christmas time in New York City. We took a day trip in for the holidays, and it was a warmer day out in New York in December, but it was still chilly, and I wore that all day long, and it was a great jacket. It performed nicely. So the Windzip vest, I'm finding this to be an incredibly versatile vest. Now, I do wear a lot of vests, or at least I used to wear a ton of vests before I started reviewing so many different clothing, but I used to wear a lot of puffer vests. One of my favorite is actually one that Duke the dog destroyed. It was a North Face, God, I can't even think of the name of it now. God, I have the hands in pockets. The digits are getting chilly. Whew, you can see my breath. Anyway, Duke chewed a hole in it, so now it's designated as a hiking vest because he actually ruined the zipper, so I can't zipper it all the way up or the zipper gets stuck. But it's a thinner, down insulated vest, and it fits underneath a ton of different garments. So I can wear that as a layer over something like this. Like right now I'm wearing it over the Relwen flyweight flannel, and as it gets a little colder too, I can wear this over a heavier weight flannel and go out in probably this temperature once I'm acclimated for it. So I would say the Windzip vest would probably be good for temperatures, I'd say maybe like mid 40s to like mid 50s. Once you're acclimated to the cooler weather. This time of the year, I've been wearing this when it was like those 50 degree mornings. I've been throwing this on over a flannel or a long sleeve shirt, and I have actually been wearing this underneath one of my Type 3 trucker jackets. That's the reason I really like this, because it's reminiscent of that North Face vest that I love that Duke destroyed. Is now designated. There's a big hole in it in addition to the zipper being ruined, so I can't really wear it out to work or anything in the office. I put some tenacious tape on it, but it looks disastrous. So I've had several other puffer vests over the years that I like, don't get me wrong, but they're not as thin and as comfortable to wear as an overlayer and as a mid layer as that North Face one was. But with the Relwen Windzip vest, it's checking off all of those boxes. Not only does it look better than a TNF that obviously is made for hiking, this can fit in a lot more situations. So when I'm wearing this into the office, I don't look so out of place. And I think it actually looks really, really good with the Relwen flyweight flannel. It just, the tones, at least with this orange colorway, match this shirt really, really well. So I feel like it actually looks really good like this. So it's functioning really good for an office setting, because again, it doesn't have that hiking outdoorsy look to it, but it's also very thin like that TNF, and it does have a synthetic down insulation in here, so it's pretty warm as well. So it's a great overlayer, and it's also thin enough that I can use this as a mid layer. As you saw in the beginning, I was actually wearing it underneath the quilt tanker jacket. I've been wearing this and intend to wear this a lot like that, underneath another jacket as a mid layer when it's cold out, but I might want to be still wearing something like when I get to the office, and I want to kind of still have something on because it's always cold in the office building. If I don't want to wear a jacket all day, I'll wear a vest, and this is something that I can throw on underneath a lot of different jackets and garments, and I can take them off and I can still wear it casually throughout the day in the office. It will fit in because it looks aesthetically to that business casual, I guess, if you will, aesthetic, and it's not going to be so heavy that I'm going to be dying because I'm wearing like a very heavy down jacket or down vest all day long inside. In addition, the pockets are in a great place, and they're also lined, and they feel really nice on my pretty cold digits right now. Now, the Relwen Windzip vest comes in at $198 USD. Is available in black fade, bright navy, charcoal, or dark orange as seen here. The shell is made from 94% nylon and 6% spandex, while the lining is made from 95% polyester and 5% spandex. The fill is a 100% polyester 60 grams of down alternative, and it is made in China. And for point of reference, I am 5'9", roughly 175 to 180 pounds, and I'm wearing this in a size large. So the size large fits me really, really well. I've been able to wear this over both a mid-weight flannel and heavier weight flannels. There have been some cooler days where I have worn some of my heavier flannels so far, and it's been fitting fine. Not only does it fit over all of those different layers that I've been trying them with, it actually fits under, again, a lot of different garments. So this is a very versatile garment. I'm really enjoying wearing and using this Relwen Windzip vest. And overall, Relwen has been a really good company. I like the aesthetic of a lot of their garments. I've covered a bunch of their stuff now at this point, and not only do I like the aesthetic, but it all fits good, it wears good, and it's been wearing good on the body, and it's wearing lasting for as long as I've had it. I haven't had any issues with it. So now let's jump into the Quilt line tanker jacket. So I'm really digging this as well. Now, I also recently did the sailcloth tanker jacket, and they do have, aesthetically, they are a little bit different. They have the same, I guess, basic look to it. They are kind of based on a military field jacket look, but aesthetically they have a different pocket setup and everything like that, in addition to the shells being different materials and this one being quilt line and insulated. Now, I will say I probably haven't worn the quilt line tanker jacket as much as I did the Windzip vest. And that's because even though it's like 40 degrees at like 4:30 in the morning when I wake up to run, by the time I leave the house at like 7:30, it's warmed up to close to the 50, so I've been throwing on the vest a little bit more. But there have been a few of those cooler days, today being the coldest of them, where I have been wearing the quilt line tanker jacket, and I really, really like this. Now, the only thing I'm saying right now that I would change is that it doesn't have a dual-sided zipper. So we do have a little bit of a cut there, so it does flay, but sometimes I think if you were wearing this on like a bike or something, you'd want to unzip that a little bit more to make sure you get that comfortable riding position or sitting position. But it hasn't been that much of an issue just sitting in the car driving. Just something I noticed that I wish it did have that dual zipper so I could unzip it a little bit more. But again, a very, very comfortable coat to wear. I've actually been wearing this and the vest more than I thought I would at this time of the year, but there has been a chill in the air and it has come on quicker than I did expect it. Now, the Relwen Quilt insulated tanker jacket comes in at $318 USD. It is available in steel gray, charcoal, barley, dark loden, navy, stone, camel, and chestnut. The shell is made from 73% nylon and 27% cotton, and it does have a water-resistant polyurethane coating on it. The fill is 80 grams of 100% recycled polyester. They say that this is machine washable, and it is made in China. And once again, for point of reference, I am 5'9", roughly 175 to 180 pounds, and I am wearing a size large. And the fit and feel of this is very, very comfortable. Once again, I can comfortably wear the Relwen Windzip vest underneath this if I do need an extra layer of warmth like I do today. But if I need to shed that mid layer, the jacket is not too big, it's not too bulky, it is not too oversized. And even though this is a military styled field jacket kind of coat, I like it. I've said this in the past plenty of times. I said this in the sailcloth tanker jacket. I actually like military inspired clothing. I worked at an Army Navy store for 15, 20 years of my life. I worked retail for a long time. That was probably the biggest chunk of it. So I'm personally partial to military themed clothing and the color olive and olive drab, which is kind of why I go for a lot of these earth tone muted colors. I really like them. I'm comfortable in them. I like the way they look, and I like the way they look on me. But the jacket itself, it's been great. I really, really enjoy this. Again, it doesn't feel too bulky, and right now I'm not wearing it over the vest. I took the vest off. I'm only wearing this over I'd say light to mid-weight flannel, and it fits good. It feels good. And if I need to zip it in too, I have the pull tabs at the bottom, so I can kind of cinch it in at the waist if it's a really cold, windy day. Now, realistically, even though I'm wearing this with the vest today and I was comfortable, I would say once my body gets acclimated to the cold temperatures, I think I can easily wear this mid-20s to probably right around 50 degrees. Then I think it'd get a little warm and I'd want to shed this for something like the vest or a lighter weight or the sailcloth tanker jacket. At that point, I just have a little lighter shell over me. So again, once I get acclimated to the colder weather, it's still kind of the beginning of October here. Generally won't get super cold for another month or two. Well, we won't see like really cold temperatures until probably February, but we'll start to see temperatures where I can wear this consistently daily, probably in another month or two. So overall, I think once I get used to it, there's a big work truck coming. They're doing work in the area surrounding where I'm at. But once I get acclimated to the colder temperature and it's cold consistently, I think about 25 to about 50 degree temperature range would be a good estimate for what this would be comfortable to wear. Now, if I wanted to add that mid layer back in, I could probably take this down into the 20s. I think I'd be okay into the low 20s. Once I hit the teens, I'm gonna wanna switch out for something heavier like a deck jacket or a pea coat, or I do actually have a couple heated jackets that I wear when it's really, really cold out. But I think realistically, once I'm used to the cold, with a mid-layer such as the Relwen Windzip vest, I can wear this down to about 20 degrees comfortably. I would probably have some gloves on my digits just so I don't have to keep sticking them in my pockets while I'm filming, but overall, I think that would be a really good temperature range for this jacket. So all in all, Relwen has, again, been a great company. I've been enjoying all of the clothes. I haven't had an issue with anything. Right now I'm wearing Relwen pants, a Relwen shirt. I had the Relwen vest on. I'm wearing a Relwen jacket. So I'm a fan. I like their clothes quite a bit. I've actually been eyeballing them for longer than I've been testing them out. So overall, very pleased, very happy with everything that I've had from Relwen, and very happy. I can't wait to stop filming so I can put the vest back on, because again, I'm chilly right now, to have both the Windzip vest and the Quilt line tanker jacket, because yeah, my body is not used to 32 degrees just yet. I had to start my car for 10 minutes to defrost it because I didn't feel like scraping it. So with that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.